This is my recipe for chicken with chorizo with some pasta, just finish off some cream and some spinach. So I've got 2 chicken breasts, I've got onion, garlic, and this is our spicy chorizo sausage. I'll be using around about a third of that in a small dice. I've got a smoked paprika. This is the one I'll be using. This is a Spanish style, but if you can't get hold of that in supermarkets, you will get this style. Smoked paprika like that. This is our pasta, and I'll be using around about 75 grams per person. And just check on the back with the cooking instructions and cook it to follow suit. I've got cream and a little bit of nutmeg. I'll just be putting in the cream. There's our spinach, salt. I've got whole black peppercorns, and that's just a grinder, so I'll use that. If you haven't got that, you can buy ground black pepper there, just the same as that. And I've got some hard grated cheese, which I'll be using. You could use Parmesan or you could use Pecorino. And these are my ingredients for my dish. See in the pan now, what I've done, I've just put the onion in, and all I'm doing is looking to soften it. That's all I want to do. I just put a tablespoonful of oil and the onion. I'm not looking to get any colour on it, just get it nice and soft. And with the chorizo, that's a third of the chorizo sausage, and you can see the dice. I put it just rather small, and now we're going to put that in. And what will happen here, all the oil out of the sausage will come out of it, and it will mix in with the onion. And it'll start to flavour, start to add a bit of depth to it. You can see now that I've got some lovely colour on the chorizo, and all the oil out of the chorizo is soaking into the onions, which it has, and that will just add more and more depth. And what I'm doing now, I've crushed 3 cloves of garlic, and that's going in. So just start mixing that. Oh, we're doing it again with the garlic. It's just taking that rawness off it. Cook that through, get more flavour into this base. You can see now it's all coming together. The garlic's cut through and the onion's nice and soft, and the chorizo sausage as well, and there's a wonderful aroma coming off this. And then what I'm going to do now, there's our chicken, there's 2 breasts, see them there, and I've cut them out. You can see the size of them, pieces. That's all I'm looking for, like a bite-sized piece. So I'm looking now just to get the chicken, give it all a good coating. Just see they're all through, and so far all I've used is 1 tablespoonful of oil, because we've got that when we cook the onions in, but also there's a lot of oil in the chorizo sausage. We may need to just put a drop more in there, and if we need to, we certainly will. Now, we said earlier, this is our paprika, smoked paprika, and all I've got here, that's just half a teaspoon, and just 1 teaspoon, but I'm just putting it in 2 halves. And just give that a sprinkle, and that's more than enough for my dish. Again, if you want it more with more of a paprika flavour, you can add more. There's no problem. I know what certain people do, and I've done it before. I might have half a teaspoon of chilli to add in there. Now and again, I like my spicy food anyway, so you could also do that. And what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to make sure this is all well coated, so that everything, all the smoked paprika and everything coats all the chicken and all the onion and all the chorizo sausage and that garlic. So we give all that, put it all together, and I'm going to turn this right down, and I'm going to put the lid on here, and I'm just going to come back in 5 minutes and just give that a stir. What I did, I cooked it for 5 minutes with the lid on, then I take the lid off and turn the heat up and cooked it for a further 5 minutes. And with the chicken, you can see it here now. This is a little test. You've got the spoon, and you can see that's cooked, and that's all I need now. So I'm happy with that. And we've got some lovely colour, and as we said earlier, it's a lovely aroma come together. So with the spinach, we showed you the spinach, and I'm going to put half a bag of spinach in. That's half. That'll go in. And just start stirring that in. And that'll soon wilt down. That won't take long. lid on for 2 minutes. You can see now that the spinach is wilted, and we've got some great colours going in it already with the chorizo and the green of the spinach, and all that chicken has picked up all those lovely flavours. Well, my pasta's now cooked. Here's my pasta. That's going in. I'll just turn this down a touch. I'll just give all this a good mix. Don't want to overwork this, but just want to make sure all our pasta gets a lovely coating of everything. Right, give all this lovely pasta now a good coating. And what I'm looking to do now is there's our cream. I'll start putting that in. Start giving it all a good coating. See there? That's now going to pick up everything. That's looking great. I'm just going to cook that cream through there. Pick up all that, make that wonderful sauce. That cream now is just cooked through. That's great. We've got everything a lovely coating of everything. So what I'm looking to do now is I just got a bit of nutmeg. And like we said earlier, we said in many videos actually, nutmeg is a lovely, lovely spice. But just be careful with it. It's delicious, but it can overpower something, and that's plenty. Like we keep saying on these videos, you know, you could spoil something by just being a little bit overboard on anything with a spice, but we just want to put that in it. I smell that as soon as I put that in. Great, that's lovely. We've got a little bit of salt. And don't forget, we're going to be putting some cheese in here. So there's salt in the cheese as well, so the cheese can be quite salty. So at the moment, all I've done is I've put half of a teaspoon in. Now black pepper. These are very handy. Again, if you want more black pepper, you can always add that to your portion. Let's give all a bit of coat in there. If I was looking to release this and make if it was a bit too thick, I've just put a bit of water in there, that's all. And I could always add that if I needed to. And then we got our cheese. This is our grated cheese. So I'm just putting some of that in. Give that a stir through. Just a bit more. That's lovely. That's plenty. Just stir that through. And making sure everything gets a really, really good coating. And if I wasn't happy, like I say, I thought it was going a bit thick, I could just add just a drop of water. That's right. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn that right down. And I'm just going to put the lid on. And I'm going to leave that for just 3 to 4 minutes. So there we are, now I've dished up and I just served it with some toasted ciabatta bread. And that's it. That's Brad's chicken chorizo with penne pasta in a rich creamy sauce with some spinach. Enjoy.